Yo, Mr. LeBear, how you doing tonight? Christian, glad you can make it as well. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're both doing well. Like the video if you're hyped, hell yeah. Brett, welcome. Holy Kingdra. Yeah, we went quite late last night. I went to bed at like 5:30 in the morning. Oh shit, the music's not working. What's that? Alright, quick recap on this Kingdra. Nature, the plus speed nature allows it to be just a little bit above average speed. It's not the fastest, but it's doing well regardless. Good HP stat, good defense. Special defense, it's a little low. Where above average physical attack, just got Sword Stance. Hinted Lens, allowing us to get double damage on resisted moves. Yo, Nomar, how you doing tonight? Joshua, welcome back. One heck of a Kingdra. And we have the choice of Crab Hammer over Thunderbolt if we want. Passed out around 2:30. I want to say this started like right after that. Yeah. If I did 2:11, that was, yeah, about 3 o'clock. 3:40. Oh, it's 2:40. 2:40 to 3 o'clock is probably when I found it. So it was right after you went to bed. So, Denny had made a comment on the last stream that is a very good point, where if we had Crab Hammer, it would not be a move that we would click often. It would be clicked only when necessary for the need of that extra base power. That's super effective for water type, and for like Charizard and Ho-Oh, as well as some of the steel types, right? So it wouldn't be always used. It would be situational, making the lower accuracy not as big of a detriment. It's significant when you're relying on the move, right? Or you have multiple moves that you're relying on with low accuracy. But if you're only clicking it 3 times, you only need it to hit 3 times. And I was going to finish off the thought with that very statement, Christian, is I personally think that currently Thunderbolt has provided itself like value, and I would rather I would rather get access to the extra 10 PP when in a dungeon without having to sit there and be like, oh, I have to click wing attack because it's 35 PP, right? If wing attack is not going to get the knockout, I can click something else and then use up Thunderbolt and then replace it with Crab Hammer. Yo, what's good, Blue X? How you doing tonight? Empoleon is a problem without T-Bolt? No. A reminder, Mr. LeBear, our ability makes it so that all resisted moves are able to do double damage. Dragon Claw has one typing that is resisted, being that is Steel. So on Steel types, Dragon does neutral damage. Now, if it was Dialga, it still does neutral damage. It doesn't ignore the resistant on Steel. It's just if the end result is this is a resisted move. If it's ×4 resisted, it would be only ×2. And if it's ×2 resisted, it would be neutral. No drop in accuracy is called Keen Eye. Yo, Camo, welcome back. How you doing tonight? The concern more so lies in tankier Pokemon, Pokemon with contact abilities, and the inaccuracy. Alright, sounds good, Camo. At the moment, we are just going to be grabbing items, so it'll be a chill, early start to the stream. Oh, damn it. I muted the other one, but I didn't mute that one. I'm sorry. Excuse me. My sinuses have been messed up for a week now. Another vitamin, hell yeah. A zinc and an iron, that's awesome. Your dog's brother's name Storm. Your dad has him up north, that's awesome. No, I was just holding off, Christian. There wasn't a reason. I was just trying to wait. Are we still taking Sacred Fire or Earthquake over Thunderbolt? You like the special attack? I would probably eventually consider a no contact over Thunderbolt. I wish there was a way I could fit Crabhammer if that was to occur. So like if we were to get Sacred Fire, even if it was like maybe Punch, maybe I don't know. We'll have to see. For TMs we got Crabhammer, Judgment, Sketch, and Heart Swap. It's right above Achilles heel territory, I'd say. It's like a little bit above. It's just barely enough to say it's like, it's low. I gotta respect it, but compounded with our HP, I don't think it's the end of the world. For reference, Water Dragon resists types that are good on the special. Water Dragon resists types that are good on the special side. It doesn't really have too many resistances. Unfortunately, it only has Steel, Water, Fire. Because what it is that it negates each other's weaknesses, like Ice, Grass, Electric, but it doesn't gain resistances, right? Like, it can remove weaknesses combining the two typings, but ooh, red candy. Ice and Dragon, I guess. Sorry, Ice and Fire, I guess, are special side moves a little bit. Cargos, cool. I want to let you know, for reference, at level 8, Right, so at level 8, our HP was 31, our attack was 30, our speed was 23, our defense was 19, and our special defense was 15 at level 8. So Achilles' heel is typically like 8, 10 at level 8, right? It's usually like so low that it's just a blaring fact that it's like very low. So I'd say it's not horrible, right? That special defense isn't like very low. It's not 20, right? I've obviously 20 at 8 is pretty much like 80. So if it's 15, it's probably closer to like 55, 60 in the special defense. It's not that high, but it'll do the job. Yes, we're gonna take that Carbos because even though we were 23 speed at level 8, the 10% it off of the nature, it does kind of have a little bit of what's the wording I'm looking for? It doesn't push it above average as much as just having the stat be above average. So I wouldn't mind having a little bit more. I was just multitasking. I had one hand trying to go to the very specific part of the Kingdra file on my phone, and the other hand playing. I would say neutral would also be a threat. You know, Thunder, Blizzard. Yo, Cat XYZ. I just saw your message. I'm sorry. Like I said, I was multitasking, so I wasn't 100% reading the chat. How you doing tonight, Cat? Ah, shit. I gotta win this time with Kingdra with those moves and ability. Facts. I'll let chat discuss as we pick up these items. We're almost done, but I'll have you guys discuss Thunderbolt versus Crabhammer. Stab, physical, high crit rate, 90 base power, 85 accuracy, contact move, or electric special attack. Good coverage, but low offense, right? Oof. Nothing. That's funny, Mr. LeBear. Right, one more item. Ooh, soda pop, nice. Good item to finish it off on. Fortunately, no PP Max for Dragon Claw. That would have been nice. Do I have a PP up? No. Alright. Time to verse the trainers. I think we wait on the Crab Hammer. Spirit. the 5 minutes or so until we're at the Lake of Rage, shiny Gyarados. Use a quad resisted move, it turns into a single resisted, correct. Yep, so ×4 resisted wing attack on Aggron would be ×2 resisted. Meow. What is nice is that Dragon Claw will never have a ×4 resisted, being that there's only one typing that resists it. Never double up on the same typing. Shiny Horsey. Alright, as of right now, the guesses are Meowth, Horsey, and Mr. Mime. Are there any other guesses in the chat for what you think the shiny Gyarados will be? Yo, the Denny in the house. Mateus in the house. How y'all doing tonight? Roselia, staying true. My personal guess. I'm gonna guess Zangoose. Alright. 10 more seconds. Any other guesses in the chat? Kat, if you have a guess, if you're still here. Blue X. I know Blue X was here as well. Do you have a guess as to what you think the shiny Gyarados will be? You get one guess. Could you choose a starter? I can't give all 12. Cleaning your bedroom, nice. Always good to get chores done. The Riz, nice. Alright, let's do it. Dialga, wow. Yo, Camelot, you're still here, nice. Pikachu, would have been a cool one. That's a crazy legendary though. Nice crit. That's a cool shiny to see. We are unable to catch him. This run is all about Kingdra. So we want to get all of the XP on Kingdra, which, because that is a shiny, we are allowed to knock it out. And if we were in a circumstance where the Pokemon in our hands wasn't one that we thought could win, not saying it, that would be what we are in now, but let's say we were unhappy with this. I would have to be here at this Lake of Rage within 5 levels of the Gyarados. It is a level 30, so I'd have to be level 35, which would mean I'd go into the gym to get Surf. 12 levels below what I normally go into. Need to finish the challenge this time. We'll see. Better safe than sorry. Just gotta heal before the next trainer. Franco, weren't you the one who came by yesterday just to say that you don't like this? If I remember correctly, weren't you the one who said this is not the content I like to watch? And then you left. That's why it's a challenge, exactly. Well said. Nah, you know what? Screw it. I'll save it. I don't think I'm really threatened by poison. I mean, I will be if I... Actually, you know what? I will. Yeah. Because if there's a contact ability, I want to know it and get saved by a Pecha Berry, then... Like, let's say the first Pokemon poisons us, then I either have to heal mid-fight or go through all 5 Pokemon with a poison. It creates channel lore, true. Alright, let's lock in. Time for the dungeon. Good luck. Best case scenario, I could click Wing Attack 5 times on this statue, use 25 Wing Attacks, and then I'm all set for the 2 trainers. Okay, there's 1 Wing Attack. No Sandstream. Nice. $691. Yeah, we're very close to the 700. Angle. Unknown. Perfect. We can just spam Wing Attack for all 5. Perfect. Alright, phase 1 is very easy. Love that for us. My life easy as well. Do that real quick. Kingdra is quite good. It's a rare opportunity to enjoy and respect a physical attacker. Max Ether, cool. I'd have to see them again, truthfully. That's a tough question. They're very close. They're all very close. I mean, the second one that you're referring to, unfortunately, just died a little quicker than it should have. Camo, this is actually quite similar to the first Kingdra, which is our personal best. Though that was a nasty plot special attacker with Dragon Pulse, which technically is even better because it's 90 base power instead of 80, and it's no contact. Yo, Pokeatric, long time no see. Been a bit busy lately. No problem at all. Life comes first. Busy life is a productive life. Hope all is well. Yeah, our personal best is that Kingdra who lost to a transform Houndoom, which pretty much meant it was so good it could only lose to itself. This Kingdra is goated, agreed. Have it sitting second. Kingdra is still king. The other one had such low defense it died immediately to outrage, yeah. I like this one. Even though I prefer the defense to be higher than the attack, I do like that it's at least bulky enough to just chew hits. Yeah, I feel like Wing Attack is like an OG from like the beginning of HeartGold. When we were running more physical attackers. Another heart scale. Okay. We are praying for a PB max. Ooh, actually, level up move. Our final level up move. Pickle. That's unfortunate. It would be -1 attack and -1 defense on the opponent, which technically is like, instead of a bulk up for us, it's the opposite for them. It's to lower their stats. Oh well. It does tickle you fancy. 2 more items. Now, I had places where I could have clicked Thunderbolt. I chose not to because a lot of these were actually first encounters, and I felt like getting knowledge on contact abilities were more important than finding out on Thunderbolt like immunity. As well as if they do have a contact ability, I still do my attack. I still knock them out. But if they are immune to electric, I don't do anything. So I'd rather just get the knockout and then handle the consequences than have consequences due to Thunderbolt. Okay, it's gonna be quick and easy. Yo, Ryan, how you doing tonight? Bro casually had Blissey and Arceus. Like you said, before 6K. Alright, here we go. Lance, I need your help. Make this easy for me. Good one shot. Stab Peck, okay. Nice. Goes for the Butterfree. Awesome. What are you doing? You motherfucker. Did you see what he did? He stole my berry. Lance stole my berry. I mean, in the future, I'll just click Dragon Claw to knock out Flygon. Like, I purposely didn't knock out Flygon because I wanted to just scout it. Dude literally stole my berry. That is so rude. We're supposed to be teammates. No, my berry's gone. Look, that's why I realized that it happened, because as soon as it occurred, I looked at the tracker and my berry is gone. I no longer have it on. No worries. GG. I have 4 others. Not the end of the world. Getting the burn heal in there was nice. Having 2 Persian berries will also be nice for the gym gauntlet. That was a very easy dungeon. Alright, Pokeatric, we shall see you later. Thank you for stopping by. Agreed, Ryan. We are still holding off on Crabhammer. We have a TM for Stab, Water, 85 accuracy. There was a Pokemon in the dungeon, I don't remember who it was, but there was someone who was very physically tanky and then had 0 special defense. No worries, Ryan. I don't have any shards, correct? Nope. Doing well, Ryan. Thank you for asking. Alright. Should only need 1 Swords Dance for this fight. I might not even need a Swords Dance in general, but I'm gonna do it as long as the first Pokemon is not scary. It'll just give us security on the two in the back. I think it's worth it. Well, that's annoying. To lose half of my poison recovery items in like 5 minutes is crazy. What a fraud. Yeah, I mean, it would have actually been better to not hold the item in that scenario because I was one-shotting. Kind of a waste. Oh well. Yo, Frieza, how you doing tonight? Ray Lucho, welcome. What do you think of Kaizo and I don't know what those are. Hey Lucho, I don't really know what you're talking about. I apologize. We're just going to focus on the game. Alright, let's lock in. Thank you for the good luck, Umar. My berry pots? Could do the berry juice for a held item, but I like status a little bit more. Let's get this bread. Here we go. Good luck. No, we're not allowed to use planting berries. Like, we're not allowed to do that, unfortunately. That is against the rules. Nice one shot. Jeez. That's crazy. It's the higher level. That's a 41 versus the 38 that the other trainers have. And 35. Yeah, a lot of wing attack users. Have plenty of Dragon Claws for the gym leader. But what a sweep! What a clean sweep! Namar, you're so right, dude. Yeah, I was gonna do the same thing I did yesterday. I'll do it after. If it keeps going, I'll do it after this fight. Alright, set up and sweep. Here we go. Good luck. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was a crit. And 5. Easy. Alright, so we know it's not Earthquake. I would like to see Attack Order or Sacred Fire. Okay, wow, okay. It's not attack order, but it's close. It's almost attack order. It's another no contact physical move with a high crit rate. Unable. GG's. Bro didn't lay a finger on us. The entire gym didn't lay a finger on us. All the craziers are joining the chat now. Actually, what I'm thinking, it's not so much of, like, you know, our numbers going up. It's more of summer. Summertime just brings out more people, but when you have more people, so get a mix of what those are. Issues so far, there's been a couple Pokemon who live Dragonclaw, right? So setup will help. No major issues as of yet. I think there was one fight that I kind of struggled in yesterday. It kind of just like snowballed, but at the time we didn't have Sword Stance. So I think it'll just be smooth sailing, to be honest. As long as nothing goes absolutely hits up on us. You know, like this double fight could definitely throw a monkey wrench into the equation that I'm not prepared for. That. That fight was a little scary, but we made it through. Fortunately, we never got paralyzed during that fight. Those fights are not to be trifled with, and you have to respect those fights. Like, yeah, that didn't look too bad, but those fights can definitely destroy good runners, so I was just being careful there. We know the TM of the next gym leader is going to be Grass Whistle. So we're not getting a good TM here, unfortunately, but it should be quick and easy. All we have to do is win. Alright, good luck. Thank you for the good luck, Nomar. Here we go. That's fine. It's a little too late for you to get any value out of that Sandstream. And then just with +2 Sword Dance, I can one-shot the Aggron. That's insane. It's awesome that I don't even need to click Swords Dance more than once. I literally just need to click it once. Alright, game number 7. Here we go. Good luck. Come on, buddy, you can break through. Sucks. That really sucks. Nathan, welcome to the chat. It's not ideal, but it's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. We can still pull through. Nathan, this is all randomized. There's no hacking being done. Rough skin. I want to save the berry juice for the tower if I can. No, don't burn. Luckily I have the berry on. Alright, we can do this. Probably the worst position we've been in for this file so far, but we got this. Good luck. Two. Rough Skin's unfortunate, but it's worth it. Just to get the knockout. This one I can just easily knock out. That's fine. Gator. And last one is a Blaziken. We get a crit. Nice, dude. Had my heart racing. Cotton Spore, -2 speed. One Pecha Berry loss, that's not bad at all. We take that. Saved the berry juice for the radio tower, which I really like. Because, like, I normally have the orange berries, but 20 will be a little bit nicer than just 10. And last time, I completely forgot to do the Whirlpool Islands because I was so excited to go and had something else I needed to do during the file, and I completely forgot. So we will be grabbing these items before the next dungeon. The Dusclops, I think, yeah. Because I wanted to avoid evolving if I was able to. Rossberry for a burn heal. Another rare candy. Cool. Yes, we wanted to see the move relearner before getting those Whirlpool Island items. Ether. We're looking for a PP Max. PP Max. Big heals. Big heals would also be nice, obviously. Yeah, it's going straight to Dragon Claw, no questions asked. Not even saving it for Crab Hammer. I like that it'll be +9, which is able to be like a full fight and a half, pretty much, right? Like the gym leader is full 6, and then the other 3 they're a full another trainer. Come on, Gabe. Show me something good. Items outside were okay. I was content with those items. The items inside, so good. Throw up, not really that good. Fire resistance. Oof. Its accuracy is not bad. Two more items. Oh, let's go! Let's go! Huge! There it is! Found this file is very balanced, giving us everything at a pace. Not overwhelming us, but not leaving us lacking. Super potion to finish it off. Okay, not bad. Another kind of small heal, but it's usable. Definitely usable. It's not like our HP stat is off the charts. We're no Blissey. Catch? No. Dragon Claw? Yes. Person's just gotten like everything we need, yeah. Okay, I'll get rid of the items real quick. Second cut, cotton spore, brass whistle, crab hammer, judgment, guard swap, sketch. Second cut, cotton spore, brass whistle, crab hammer, judgment, cotton swap. One of these is wrong. Is it guard swap? Oh, you know why? Because I think I'm thinking of, yeah. Thinking of the heart swap that I was offered earlier in the file. Poor Dragon Claws is so hot. It's funny that I was like, I felt like I was getting nothing out of that Whirlpool Island, like the inside of the caves, and then right at the end I got the very item I was asking for. Alright. I'm pretty confident in this. I think we can win this. Here we go. Alright, Kingdra. I believe in you. Good luck. Flame body to start. Oof. I was actually thinking about how burn could also be something I should worry about for I'm holding the Pecha Berry. I was thinking about switching it to Rost. It's a tough start though. 50 damage almost. What, 30, 40, 46? It's alright. It's gonna be the only damage we take. Okay, we break through. Nice. We snap out. Perfect. Pecha Berry activates. Alright. Could have been worse. Could have been better. Technically did not take any damage. That Teeter Dance was a little scary, but still have 17 Dragon Claws, so we should be good. It's more than if we didn't have the PP max, so I'm not too worried. Radio Tower will be cooking though, so we just gotta focus, play each one strategically. I was trying to save my Dragon Claws, I'll admit, just because it is my Steel type answer. And I want to at least have any means I need to take out the tanks without having to use Swords Dance. If I could avoid setting up Swords Dance, that would be nice. Do it here. Perfect. Yeah, take my Swords Dance. What I am gonna do is, in case there is like an aftermath, I'm gonna give the berry juice because it cannot be stolen. Kat, have a great night. Stop by in tomorrow. Thank you so much. Always appreciate you being here. Brother. Nice. And that encore is just... I was just encore the whole time. And it didn't matter. I still one-shot. I almost one-shot everything, except the Kangaskhan gone. See if I can one-shot this guy. Don't para. Earthquake would also work. It doesn't have to be super effective, it just needs to be no contact. Pretty sure that the only fight left is the trainer with 5 Pokemon. Pretty much swept through this. So I'm actually gonna make sure I don't lose my berry juice. Yeah, just this last trainer. Then we get to go and heal. 9 extra Dragon Claws came in clutch, yeah. I did oversave. I took a little bit of extra damage that I probably didn't need to take. Aftermath, Lumitone, that's good to know. That would have also activated my Berry Juice, which I'm really glad I took off. Alright, it is now time for the rival. Alright, good luck. So we're Xanthan Sweep. Oh gosh. What a lead. Right, perfect. Easy. So we're Xanthan Sweep. Perhaps he got Personberry. Oh, nice one shot! Yeah, that's crazy. Obviously, he wasn't the highest level we see him at normally. So in the future, that probably won't one-shot, but still, it's still cool to see. Heal powder, another full heal. I'm happy to see that. It's because I am running low on those Pecha berries. Only have one left, so 5, 6, 7 full heals. That's pretty good. Super effective wing attack is the same base power as neutral stab Dragon Claw, so it's not being clicked for doing more damage, it's just being clicked so that I can save my PP. The unspoken heroes of this run, facts. Worried that he would use Toxic again. Yellow Shard, cool. And a Personberry, nice. $59. I think I only have like 1 or 2 more fights left. Right, that should be it. Yep, did that. Did the others. I did both up here. Yep. Okay, cool. Made quick work of that. Phase 2. Alright, we are now headed into phase 3. It is the shortest of the 3 phases, but it is definitely not the easiest. We'll keep the berry juice on, I think that's fine. Thank you for the good luck, guys. Here we go. X special defense, alright. Usually that item is garbage, so I'll take that. Hello, Mewtwo. Can I one-shot you? Close. We didn't tell on Mewtwo, yeah. I mean, in the future, I'll hopefully have this set up in the fight where if I'm at +2 Sword Stance, it'll one-shot. Right, good luck. That's 1. That's 2. He has static. He did not activate static. Perfect. Nice. Four. Or 5 rather. And that's 6. Let's go. Let's go, Kingdra. Ironically ended up saving my berry juice. I put on the Lumberry in case I did get status. So we did save the Lumberry by not activating Slacking's ability. No heals used. Alright, no worries, Christian. We're headed to the Ho-Oh Tower next to get some items, so it's good timing. Whew, let's go. Ether. Denny, we picked up Earthquake as a TM from the ground, and it was TM 58, which meant that it was not going to be a TM we get from any gym leader. The TM that we had found out was TM that we found out was Jasmine, who had Grass Whistle. Attack. Don't really need it because I have Swords Dance. Denny, I'm still on the fence with Crabhammer. I had said that the logic would be to use it in one of the dungeons when I need like more PP, or if I start Elixir, nice. But honestly, Thunderbolt has still been helping. In my opinion, I would say it has helped. Era, heal, nice. Cherry Berry, that's a good item. Yeah, that's why I haven't deleted Thunderbolt yet. I figured it hasn't shown a downside to it yet. Soda Pop. Alright, last item was actually a real item that I could use. That's good. Another white herb, that's nice. Can definitely be useful if an Elite Four member starts with Intimidate. That could be useful to just get a +2 out of our Sword Dance immediately, not just a +1. Or if they lower accuracy, right, I can take off an accuracy drop, which can be very crucial. Right. Guaranteed to make it to the move relearner. Guaranteed at minimum one move at the move relearner. Whoops. Max potion. Hell yeah. We don't have a lot of bigger heals, so that's a really good find. Full heal. Take that. Waterfall would be a really cool move to have on this, but unfortunately, being that it is not a TM, it would be an HM. We are not allowed to put it on Kingdra. We got a max potion in here. And a soda pop. Okay. Frieza, you mentioned the same move as Franco, so I'll just say it again. It is an HM, not a TM. It is not a level up move, it is not a TM, it's only an HM. I think you're thinking of Dive. Dive used to be an HM and then turned into a TM. In what generation does it learn it? Oof. That is tough. Follow Me, Assist is banned, and Scratch. So the only move to consider would be Body Slam. Citrus Berry, nice, good find. Pretty much a super potion. Another heart scale, unfortunate. No longer need it. Red Shard, that's a great find. Cherry Berry and Pecha Berry. Let me just make sure I didn't get anything. Tropius! Frizo, have a great day at work. Thanks for joining. And Faros. That's scary. That's a problem. Dude, I went the wrong way. I meant to go down, not to the left. What did you miss? We got a max potion. We got another citrus berry. The move we learner was follow me, assist, and scratch. So really bad move relearners. We got some status heals. We got some basic heals, right? We got some a couple more soda pops. We got like a red shard. Got a couple full heals. Tropius! The Max Repel spray bottle is a quality of life add-on. Needed everything needed. Now we are on to the final, most difficult gym in the game. Actually, give me a second. I want to just go to the... grab myself a drink real quick. Jamie Redder, welcome back. Long time no see. Hope all is well with you. Took a little extra minute to check in on Zuko. All right. We can win this. Thank you for the good luck, Amar. And Christian, thank you. Let's get this bread. Good luck. Hey, great start. Let's put a trainer down. Great crit, buddy. Oh my gosh, I don't think we would have knocked out. I think the crit was required. Doom Desire is fine. Running through this gym. Hell yeah. 2 down, 2 to go. Three to go. Sorry, 3 to go. Good crit. FireRed, we know can one-shot. Okay. Pace. Alright, perfect. No damage taken before Whitney. Or Claire, sorry. No damage taken before Claire. Did this one right? Just want to double check, because that was a little too easy. I have 8 full heals. I think I use a Lumberry here, just with how notorious of a pain in the ass she is. I don't need to get confusion or any stupid scenario. Here we go. Good luck. Set up and sweep. Plenty of Dragon Claws. He missed the Thunder. I'm just gonna knock him out. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. And that's 5. Nice. GG. Oof. Let's go. I'd be more reactionary if I wasn't so tired. That flying thing is a tank. Oh, the Mantine? I want to say it was unaware. Not so much of a tank, but more so that it ignored our stat boost and shoot to hit. I mean, yes, obviously it is a tank. For the fact that it was able to tank it if it wasn't unaware. But it makes Thunderbolt just that much more valuable if it can one-shot with Thunderbolt but can't with +2 Dragon Claw. That's why when I knew she would go for the heal, instead of going for another Sword Stance to test if it was unaware, right, in the event that it was, I would not have knocked out with Dragon Claw, so I rather wanted to test if Thunderbolt still could one-shot, because every other time I encountered it, I was using Thunderbolt. But here, I thought Stab +2 should be stronger. It was not. Right. Couple more fights in here. Couple more items in here. 6 more items. More claw armor. Attack boosting berry. Paralyzed heal, cool. Honestly, I was about to say, dude, there's no way I freaking one-shot the Cacturn with resisted Thunderbolt. That's insane. What? Oh wait, I forgot. It's technically not resisted because of Tinted Lens. I didn't account for that when I made that choice. I genuinely forgot about Tinted Lens for a second. We'll see, Christian. I mean, I'm tired, but I'm not like passing out, right? Like I'm alert enough to where I can definitely keep going. We don't know Claire's TM, do we? Or was this one that we already... I think we already know this one. TM7? I appreciate it, Christian. I feel like we do know this one, but I'm blanking on it. Alright, Claire, let's see what you got for us. Hydro Pump. Yeah, I did know it. I saw it earlier, and I brought it up saying Hydro Pump, but I didn't like double check. I thought it was RTM when I had seen it. Able to learn it. It's less accurate than Crab Hammer and less PP. Yeah, it would be between Thunderbolt and Crabhammer. And honestly, I'm leaning towards keeping Thunderbolt. Like, I admit, I can definitely find areas where Crabhammer would get clicked more than Thunderbolt. I'm gonna grab... I don't think I need my Rock Smash Pokemon, but I'm gonna grab it just in case. As I was saying, like, there's definitely situations where Crabhammer would probably get used with every single move on it, versus I'm only using maybe like 3 to 5 Thunderbolts. But it's those specific Pokemon that I'm using it on that I think makes it worthwhile to keep. With the amount of status heals and actual heals we have, technically contact should not be a deterrent. It should be something that we tolerate in the waves when they occur. Another person buries those. My concern more is the inaccuracy. So, another X accuracy. Add an X accuracy for every Elite Four member. Oh my gosh, another X accuracy, wow. Asking ye shall receive. Lumberry, full heal. Because technically, right, earlier we were talking about how Dragon Claw on Mantine didn't knock out, likely due to Unaware. The amount of health that it had left alive, the difference of Crabhammer's higher base power probably would have knocked it out, ironically. So if it's replacing Thunderbolt, like, I would click Crabhammer on Mantine and I would one-shot it. Thinking about Volbeat with Rough Skin. I mean, yeah, that is a bit of a deterrent, but I wouldn't say that's a requirement, because Thunderbolt was a 3-shot on it. Lemonade! Wow, this dungeon is blasting us right now. What are you gonna do? Are you going to win after you wipe the ground? I would win Kaizo. I would win the Kaizo game. Yes, we get to put another crown on the thumbnail. Though I have a better idea for how I'll do it. I'll probably use like a sprite with each winner and have them wear a crown. Just because there's going to be too many crowns at one point. What you doing, Zuko? What you doing? Yeah, big yawn. I just want to double check the map. I'm pretty sure I have it all memorized, but I'm gonna double check the map. Making a meme of Kingdra having HeartGold on a dog leash. We are not allowed to XP grind in the grass, Franco. Oh my gosh, I think there actually is an item I forgot. Hold up. Oh my gosh. I wonder how many times I forgot that item. Hell yeah, Super Potion. I don't know why or how I just had a gut feeling that there was something I was forgetting that I hadn't picked up. Get that. Just want to double check the other one. Yeah, it's an extra heal. I'm really glad I went back. I'm glad I pulled up the map and checked. Still going strong, Camo. We got a PP max. We've gotten more healing items. We've barely had to use healing items as well. We have completed all 8 gyms. Just grabbing some more items. Only got a few more fights before the Elite Four. Which, speaking of which, we have to decide when and where we are doing our rare candies. If I did it at 50, if I did it at 75, Suka. Oh my gosh, did I just forget another item? I did, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Go back for it. I realized that as I did it, and I still chose to do it. I don't know why. That's fine. Human berry. X accuracy. How many am I at now? 4x accuracies. Dude is really trying to convince himself to put Crabhammer on. He's like, you have 1x accuracy for every Elite Four member. That way you never miss. Can we just Lepa Berry Dragonclaw for Lance True? Does it have Claw Armor? It does. It has like 3 Claw Armors. Two. Items kind of fell short in here. It started strong. A lot of good items in the first like 10. That should be everything. I did get that one up on the hill if I'm not mistaken. Get that one over there, right? Yeah, I got that one. Ball and ground and cave. Are you talking about the one up above? So this dungeon is you get to choose when and when you go in. We are choosing to do it after getting waterfall, not after getting rock climb. Rock climb is after the 16th gym, which is Giovanni's in Kanto. So if I was to wait all the way until that point of the game, I wouldn't have these items for the upcoming Elite Four, and I'd only be getting like, I think it's like 9 extra items in here, waiting the entirety of the game, and like all of the items in here won't be used at red. So it's like I would really be holding myself back for a long time just for a low odds chance. The plot armor is why Thunder missed Claire. At Claire, true. Also how the Cacturne survived Thunderbolt, very true. I needed the Cacturne to survive Thunderbolt though, I didn't want to knock it out. But yeah, Camo, that item is unavailable for us, if that was the one that you were talking about. Oh, he gave me a Jirachi who has Flash Fire as his ability. That's crazy. I'll show you an example, Camo. That dungeon is the type of example where it's like, I don't want to wait all of the way until I get Rock Climb. However, there are other items, like this one right here, I cannot access until I have Rock Climb. You can see it right there on the wall, the little, like, kind of rock emblems on the wall. So, at the very end of the game, we will be using that HM to get more items, both in Kanto and Johto. We simply have never gotten that far. That just has not been in our experience ever. We are not allowed to use battle items, Franco. The only items we are allowed to hold are berries or in herbs. So I can hold a white herb, power herb, mental herb, and any berry. No battle items. No focus sash, no life orb, no leftovers, nothing. Alright, let's lock in. This is 5 Pokemon, 5 trainers. Doesn't sound that hard until you see that they are level 58 with Smart AI. This dungeon is a test on setup Pokemon, because if setup Pokemon need to set up on each one, it can take a lot of damage and it can get dangerous, so we're gonna hope for the best. Jamie Redder, I responded earlier, so glad you returned to hear my response. Welcome back, long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, HeartGold Soul Silver is definitely in my opinion, the hardest Kaizo, just because of the 18 badges double map, the length and time it takes to get through the whole thing. Alright, here we go. Wait. Yeah. Here we go. Good luck. Oh my gosh. Groudon? Vanilla Groudon? Holy. Wow, that sucks. Oh man, that scared me. That scared me. Two more. Oh my god. Praise Lord Helix. Oh my god, praise Lord Helix. Oh my gosh. Pretty sure he doesn't have Aftermath, so I'm not risking a hidden ability of Bolt Absorb. Oh my god. I'm so glad I healed. I am so glad I healed. I am so glad. I mean, I did have the Lumberry, right? So if I did get poisoned right there, I was not dying. I was also a little worried about priority. I didn't want to be at 5 health and get hit by priority. Wow. Built different. It's easily the hardest Camino girls have ever, other than the ones that the Pokemon that lost at the Camino girls, Kimono girls. Gotta drive somewhere, be like 20 minutes, hopefully you're back before the Elite Four. Hell yeah. We are not able to rematch trainers with the Versus Seeker. They are all what's it called? All phone numbers are blocked. Every time we finish a fight, if they offer it, it says this phone number is blocked and we don't take it. Got away with minimal loss to heal back too, which is great, yeah. I was trying to like tell my brain, don't use a small heal. You're gonna throw and save the heals for nothing, but I still I still did it anyways. I got lucky that the attack order did not crit. Knowing how often we die to crits, I'm lucky I didn't get crit there. PokeOP32, welcome to the chat. My day is going well. How's your day going? If you have any questions about Kaizo Ironmon and the challenge that we are playing, feel free to ask. I don't think I have any shards. I actually might have a red shard. Doesn't hurt to double check. Nope, okay. Alright, we have completed everything, and we are now headed to the Victory Road. Regardless what happens next, I just want to say great job, Kingdra. What a showcase you put for us. Hi, Critberry. That's cool. PokeOP, what would your opinion be on the choice of learning Crab Hammer over Thunderbolt? I wasted the Lumberry. I forgot to take it off. Oh well. Not the end of the world. So we don't battle the legendaries, Franco. They're randomized, and we're not allowed to grind XP, as I mentioned earlier. So we are not able to fight it. The only ones we fight are the ones that are mandatory. It's mandatory to do the encounter so that you can get Ho-Oh to fly away, but it's not mandatory for the game in which to catch it or fight it, so we just run. We have more type coverage, so a reminder, type coverage is not required. We have the ability Tinted Lens, which if the move is resisted, it does double damage, essentially taking away resisted. So Dragon Claw covers every single Pokemon and has a super effectiveness on Dragon. I thought you said you knew everything. Nah, I joke, I joke. Oh, please, please. Okay, we break through, we knock out. Oh my gosh. I needed the setup. Like, that was required. I couldn't knock out Gengar without the setup, and I couldn't knock out, I might have been able to knock out Mothman without the setup, but definitely needed it for Gengar unless I crit. That's an unfortunate paralyze. Right, need 2 more fights left. And 2 more items before the cave. Here, 4 trainers. 4 trainers, 2 items. And then it's the Victory Road Cave. Is it necessary to battle every trainer? No, but it's highly advised, just because you need your XP since you can't train in the grass. Okay, no static, nice. Rough skin. I'll take a rough skin. Continue. I tend to go for the 100% just because I enjoy the satisfaction of it, and I am the type to want to give it every leg up possible. Also, speaking of which, 75, we're gonna use the first rare candy, and then 77, we're gonna use the second one. So I can't forget 75. I want to say it might be the next, not this trainer, but the next one. He has 3. I actually might. Let me level up here. Palkia, oh boy. We one shot, beautiful. Launch Pro. Speed boost, interesting. We do level up, perfect. Best case scenario. Can I sell items? Yeah, absolutely. I always sell items. I thought that was a given. I've been selling items throughout the entire run. I'm gonna use a Prison Berry because I will do way too much damage to myself if I don't. Okay, that's fine. The only thing we are allowed to buy is Pokeballs and Repels. Let's go! Max Potion! Oh my gosh! The last item before the cave. There are more items in the cave, but that is awesome! Huge! Obviously, full restores are chef's kiss, but max potions are kind of needed. Because I have full restore, 2 max potions, and an energy root. Everything else is under 100 health, which is under 50%. No matter what, great job. Great job getting to the rival before the Elite Four. And we've just been on a absolute tear rate lately. The timer paused. Oh wait. Okay, I don't know why I paused like that. We've just been on a tear lately, going to the going far. At least once a week, if not more. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8 full heals. So I can use another one for the rival, that's fine. What would the Pokeballs be used for in a Kaizo Ironmon challenge? There's two reasons. One, the generic get a different Pokemon, go from one to another in the early game when you start the game. 2, if the opponent uses something like Destiny Bond, Mirror Coat, Metal Burst, if you're predicting the opponent to use a move that you can actually punish with a Pokeball, it's actually advised to do that. In FireRed and Emerald, you want to buy multiple Pokeballs and have like 100 in backup if you have to stall a Pokemon out like that, because every time you throw one, you use it up. Here in HeartGold, you only need one. Because if you throw it in a trainer fight, you don't lose it. You keep it. Alright. On that note, let's lock in. I do need Rock Smash and whatnot, and Strength, so I'm just gonna bring my... And for your doubles. Yup, and for the double fights. Thank you, Noir. The third and final reason is, in a double fight, your HM partner is brought to the fight. However, they're not allowed to do anything in the fight. So, instead of attacking, you use that slot to throw a Pokeball. Alright, here we go. So when Power Song happens, there's nothing you can do but say GG. When Destiny Bond happens, you do throw a Pokeball. Or you do like setup or something. Getting any items in here. I want to kill the opponent before Parasong ends. Yep, that's the only way to get out of Parasong, or by having the ability soundproof. I mean, there is a way that you can't really force, but like you could have a rare scenario where they use Whirlwind on you, and your HM Pokemon is in your team because of, you know, you're on Surf, or using Strength or Rock Smash, and then they whirlwind you out and you end up actually taking off the Parasol. Pokeball, I throw a controller, that's so true. As you go. I throw as you go. Super Potion, it's small, but I'll take it. I'm not upset about that. It's better than Baby Potion. 50 is better than 20, because like 50 can at least do something for weather and Dragon Rage, while 20 only really covers for like Sonic Boom, if that. Right, there's not much left in here. Blue Shard, nice. Get something good in here. Osberry, I'll take that. That's not bad. Burn Heal is nice. Lepa Berry, that's not bad. We have beaten Kaizo Ironmon before. I have a win in FireRed Kaizo, National Dex FireRed, and National Dex Emerald. So I have 3 wins. Alright, that's the last item for the rival. He was chilling earlier, but right now he's begging like a demon. I'm just double checking that I got all items. Yo, Camo! Thank you for joining the Banana Patrol. That's very kind of you. I appreciate you being a supporter of our channel and our community here. Alright, 3 more Rock Smashes and then we're reversing the rival. Aw, I was excited for a second. I was hoping for a shard. That's fine. One more item after beating the rival. Team 20, is that in Johto? Or Kanto, I mean? No, it's 50 and 80. Okay, set up and sweep. We got this. rival has cooked a Flygon here at this location. Hit us with a critical hit Blizzard on a Flygon. Thank you, Melodic. Okay. Take a Doom Desire. Yup, I can tank that. 3 more. First Wobbuffet. Alright, easy. GG. Fine. We're just gonna touch the building and then go and do the blue shard real quick. Hey Christian, welcome back. Very nice. So Christian, if you were lurking and missed anything, we did get another max potion. There was a scare with a Gengar who paralyzed us, and I started getting paralyzed stalled. Luckily, I was smart enough to use the babiest of potions to outplay the Sucker Punch, and then make it so that we could just scathe ourselves out of that and win. Just to go and heal. But that was a bit scary. More Pokemon in the Victory Road survived non-boosted Dragon Claw than ever before, so more than likely the safest option is to just set up 1 Swords Dance, maybe 2, and then go for the sweep every time. Don't risk just the one shot, just always set up and sweep. Now, the question is, and it's been the question for the last 3 hours, Crabhammer or Thunderbolt. I will say sometimes it's sad when I think to myself that I don't want to click Dragon Claw, I don't want to click Wing Attack, but I want to use my setup, and then I have to click one of those 2 others because the setup's not affecting Thunderbolt. I have not been using Thunderbolt as much, yeah, because it really doesn't give us as much value. You go, fuck. Did I throw away a TM that I think I did. I threw out TM1, didn't I? Whoops. Oh, wait, no. I'm an idiot. Ignore me. 1, 7, 23, 30, 45, 51, 59, 89. 4x accuracies. That's my temptation with Crab Hammer is I have 4x accuracies. I got like 3 in one area. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep Thunderbolt. True. I don't know who has Water Absorb or Dry Skin right now. These we learned at mid-E4, yeah. These are Candy at 77. Yeah, we're gonna use it at 77. We used one at 75, and we're gonna use another at 77. Right. I believe in us. I think this is an Elite Four win. Kevin Askew, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the good luck, guys. I'm excited. Camo, thank you for the good luck. Okay. Here we go. Let me actually throw on my headphones. And what's about it? BJ Patty, thank you for the good luck. Who go? Here we go. Okay, good throw. Good throw. Stand chip is annoying though. Nice. He didn't have Drizzle this time. That's so sad. The one time he doesn't have Drizzle. Does he heal? No. I don't think Love Disc gives a lot of XP. Do we wait? I don't think we wait. Because, like, yeah, I got a little bit over. GG's on game 1. Good start. Very good start. No, I think we use it right now. Extra level could make the difference for sure. Like, on a rare occasion, we're getting out of bed. Taking 65 damage. Okay. Here we go. Number 2. Perfect. Two. Nice. Three. Nice. Empoleon. First Empoleon. Tinted Lens for the win. 4. 5. And 6. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Honchkrow, you're the GOAT. Honchkrow I just predicted that he would do the detect, get the setup, and I also thought about doing the heal. One shot stream. Facts, Camo, facts. So the way to get it back, Christian, would be through a Lepa Berry instead of a Lumberry. Great timing to tune in, Drew. How you doing tonight? No hypes yet, no hypes yet. Keep cool, calm, and collected. We just gotta keep doing our thing. I'm gonna put my personal favorite song. Let's let this one. This one. This one will work though. There's one that I really like. I just can't find it. Okay, number 3. Good luck. It's a crit. -1 speed is unfortunate. I don't have any speed boosts. Maybe I should hold the white herb instead of the lumberry. I'm gonna heal. Got a feeling he would go for a second one. Poison point. Lumberry came in clutch, so we don't lose our value out of the... Okay, that was scary. I'll admit that was scary. +2 with the confusion is never good. So we're gonna heal that immediately. Flash Cannon is fine, that's resisted. And he throws. Let's go, and a crit. Nice, okay. Good positioning. I'm fine with using the heals. I mean, I unfortunately got the speed drop, right? So like I had to. So here's the situation. Do we go with a white herb or do we go with a lumberry? Because I do still have one more lumberry. I kind of like the idea of a white herb, personally. It stops Intimidate on the first Pokemon. It stops speed drops, accuracy drops. I won't have to take a turn to use a guard spec. Also, for those watching, don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not already. If you are enjoying the Kingdra run, at least consider liking the stream. It helps promote the channel and help us on the algorithm. This should be number 4 before Lance. White herb sounds like the play. Thank you. I think so too. I'm worried about a crit. Yeah, it's just not worth risking it. Like, yeah, I want to heal. That was a crit too. You missed a head smash. Nice. Here's the rough skin Volbeat. That's fine though. I mean, I've been healing to compensate for anything like rough skin and aftermath occurrences that I'm not prepared for. Like, that's why I've been healing. Last one. Nice. Wow. We did it, guys. We got the Lance. Okay, final thoughts. Citrus berry or white herb? I could technically just guard spec. Lumberry is not off the table. We're actually just outside of range. If I was to hold a Citrus Berry, unfortunately wouldn't activate. I would need to be at 119. My health would need to be 119 for the Citrus Berry to activate. I kind of like Lumberry. And I'll just heal turn 1. I'll use battle items. I'll heal turn 1, see what it does, and then decide if I use like X special defense or guard spec. Okay. Final fight. Good luck, guys. Lance. Oh my gosh, starts with Sandstream, okay. So instead of healing, I'm actually going to set up because I'll take damage. Heal. I wish I was holding the white herb. Sucks. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. You know, knock it out. It's 2. First Dunsparce. That's 3. Shuckle, I know I can one-shot. That's 4. Heatran is fast. And he had Sand Veil. Oof. Yeah, Lumberry was the wrong choice, unfortunately. Got no value out of my item. I was on the right mindset of White Herb and Citrus Berry both giving me value. Damn. Because I would have had either 25% more health, which definitely would have helped there, or one less stat drop. Though, in reality, another scenario is I could have just had Crab Hammer. That could have also helped. No other TMs. And with how much damage that Mudshot did, I don't think healing was the play either. I don't think healing was saving us because I was at -2 special defense. The -2 was just GG's because he was a special attacker. Sandvale Sandstorm is insane. Another one. No one loses to Lens. Yeah, third time to the Elite Four this month. Very good. I also should have considered using the guard spec just turn 1. Since I could survive the Luster Purge off of Luxray, if I had just done guard spec, I would have guard spec'd Energy Root, been at high health, turn 3, set up, turn 4, Dragon Claw, and then get full value out of the guard spec without lowering my letting my special defense get lowered. Though, I mean, if I had a White Herb on it, it would have just given me a safer build up to that. He also didn't have any abilities that would have activated on contact. Sandstream, White Smoke, Gluttony, Sandvale, Pressure, Tinted Lens, so didn't have to. I really just didn't need the Lumberry at all. Maybe for the Toxic, but I one-shot that. For the Will-O-Wisp. But I one-shot that too. Yeah, we had a fun stream, for sure. We'll get to Kanto soon. Oh, you know what I wanted to look at? Groudon was the #1 tank. 13 that we never saw. Raikou, I think I one-shot. Young Mega I struggled against. Anyone remember what Pokemon? Oh, it was Mantine. I remember. It was Mantine. He must have been like 11th tankiest. 131, 112. Yeah, 131, 112. Yeah, he was definitely like the 11th tankiest. Wow, there was only one Pokemon with Water Absorb? That's insane. The one I would have maybe worried about is either Raichu, because he was kind of tanky, and then Wishcash, but I could one-shot it with Dragon Claw, so I might not put myself into that scenario. Sad. But not gonna keep going tonight. I'm gonna get some sleep before I work tomorrow. I appreciate everyone coming by. Thank you everyone for your support. Try again tomorrow. That's all we can do. Till then, take care. Peace.